All right, right here, this is our biggest tool, or one of our biggest tools to closing deals here. This is the Clear Payment Services Guide. This right here is how you walk your merchant through visually seeing what they're getting as far as the program and the equipment. This is awesome, and this is how we get deals done here. So I'm just going to jump in and show you this is how it goes. So this page right here, when you're facing off with a merchant, you got him right there. Huge thing not to leave out here is, so you don't go over this until you've already looked at the merchant and said, hey, Mr. Merchant, are you happy saving blank per month? And you wait for them to say yes. Once they say yes, you go, all right, Mr. Merchant, check this out. This is how we do it. So you're going to wind up in your presentation, either in a printed out book that's got presentation slicks, or it's going to be on your laptop. And this is how you walk a merchant through it. And this is what these pages mean. So, hey, Mr. Merchant, this right here, this is our receipt and batch settlement report. This right here is what a customer's receipt looks like. And this right here is what your batch report looks like. This is a report showing everything you ran in daily sales, and is going to show you a full deposit of what's going into your bank account. It breaks it down by card type, how many transactions and what the volume was, and also shows a total of transactions and a total deposit amount. So basically with this page, if it's a brand new person or a brand new business accepting credit cards, you want to show them this and say, hey, so this is what your customers will sign once you run a card through the machine. This is where they'll sign off saying that they bought from you. And it'll also have a tip line if you're a restaurant, so they can add a tip for you. And this is what it looks like. And then we can put a custom header or a footer on your receipt. If you have some type of promo that you're offering, hey, bring this receipt back, we'll give you 5% off your next meal. Or they could put whatever they'd like on the bottom of the receipt. It's just cool extra advertising that they have through us that we'll add on the receipts. So that's what a customer receipt looks like, Mr. Merchant. And then this right here, Mr. Merchant, if you haven't taken cards before, this is a report that your machine will print out showing you what we just went over. It'll show you a breakdown of your daily deposit that goes to your bank. And then, so say you're in an appointment and these people already take cards. I go really quickly over this page. I say, hey, Mr. Merchant, this right here, this is just a picture of what the receipt looks like. Same thing you're getting now, except with us, we can put a custom header or a footer on your receipt. And we also give you true next day funding. So whatever you run today, we'll make sure is in your bank account by tomorrow. So this right here wraps up what this page is. Any questions on this? So you can speak it clearly to your merchants you're pitching, get with your sales manager. But the information on this page has just been given to you, and that's what this page is. Now, once moving through that page, Mr. Merchant, this page right here, this is showing you how simple our statements are. This shows you what most companies don't even send once a month or email. We send this to you once a month in a paper copy. We email it to you once a month in your email. And then we also set you up online so you can go look at this stuff any second of the day that you want. And then also, Mr. Merchant, you want to just see this. Our statement, it's going to show you clearly what you ran in what type of card type, how many transactions, what the total volume was. It's also going to show you a full month's, the full month's total transactions and the full month's total volume. Not only does it have all that, it shows you a breakdown of your daily deposits that went into your bank, matching off of this batch report. And then right here, it breaks down your fees, black and white, so you know why you're paying what you pay. This is what a merchant needs to have. This is what we want our merchants to have. If they know what they're paying, they either have a competitor come in just to tell them they have a great deal, or they don't even want to talk to a competitor because they already have the best pricing and the best service from us. But this right here, the information on this and how you pitch it to a merchant, we just went over. Now moving on from that, you've already done a cost comparison and you've already asked them about cash discount from your merchant survey page. So we've already probably know at this point if they're going to do cash discount. If you've already gone over it with them and they want to have the customers pay for the fees, when you get to this page, you just say, hey, Mr. Merchant, this was just going over the program we're doing now, where your customers are going to have the fees bundled into the sale through the system at the time of sale. And this just gives you the information on that page. And Basically, it's just going over a recap. If you didn't get them to agree to it, you say, hey, one more time, I just want to make sure, you can stop legally paying your fees. Everybody's doing this. The best part about this program, I know, Mr. Merchant, you said that you really aren't into that, but I want to go over it just one more time because it's a huge amount of savings for you, is that if 5% of your customers are not liking it and have something to say about you charging a fee on your credit card sales, what you can say is you can bypass on the system charging that fee. So say you have a customer that says, hey, I don't want to buy, this guy down the road's not doing it, I'll go buy from him. You can have the fee bypassed so that they just pay for the sale and there's no fee added. So on those sales, the merchant will pay the fee. But if the merchant's saving 95% of their fees by capturing 95% of their sales with the customer paying, it's a win-win. So this gives you another chance to say, hey, I understand you don't like it. Worst case, sir, worst case, ma'am, Mr. Merchant, Mrs. Merchant, we'll go ahead and just set you up with the cash discount program. Worst case scenario, if you don't like it, we adjust you back to the traditional pricing and still save you the money there. But I would feel horrible not having you try it, because so many people that try it, 95% of them don't stop doing it because the savings is huge. There's no reason, Mr. Merchant, you don't want to try it. So just take my word on it. I'll put it in writing on the paperwork that if you're not happy and your customers aren't happy with it, we'll move you back to a traditional program where you pay the fees instead of your customer. So that's what this page is. This is the actual sticker that we mail them to put right next to their payment device. So it makes it a legal cash discount program. They need to disclose that they charge the fee by the payment system. And then this right here is a picture of the receipt. It just shows the non-cash adjustment right there. That's the fee added to it. And then if it's a restaurant business, of course, they'll have the tip right there, and then they'll have the total. So this right here is the presentation page of cash discount. To recap it one more time, if the customer didn't bite and wanted to go with traditional, this gives you another chance to let them know the information we just went over. So why not? Why not just try it? Okay, perfect, great. So moving along here, this is the closing page that I've always relied heavily on. I've already gone over the savings with them. And then I'm right here and I go, okay, this is where you put in a sense of ownership. You go, hey, this right here, this is your equipment we're setting you up with, or this is your point of sale, and this is the devices we're setting up with it. But you go, this right here, always put ownership on it for them. So, hey, Mr. Merchant, this right here is your new equipment. It does the non-cash adjustment and the cash discount so that you're not paying the fees anymore. And it's compatible and compliant. Also, Mr. Merchant, it takes chip cards, so you can insert the cards right there into the device, getting the best rate. And then also it takes contactless payments. That's where you can take a cell phone and tap it right next to the device, run a sale that way. It also accepts PIN debit. Your new equipment accepts PIN debit, which is the lowest transaction fee in the business because the 4-digit PIN's put in, making it the most secure transaction. It also takes these, and that's another way we're saving you a ton of money. If they're on traditional, that's how it saves them a ton of money, because if they're doing cash discount, they're not going to be paying the fees at all. So moving along from that, Mr. Merchant, it's PCI compliant. Stop paying the compliance fees that your current company's charging you. We're going to set you up with a compliant device and make sure you're not paying those silly fees that everybody else tries to get. We want to make sure you're happy and you don't go anywhere. We're not in the business for the compliance fees. Moving on, if this customer is wanting a point of sale, this is where I recap. So, hey, your new point of sale, I just want to make sure it does a lot of things that our tech support that installs you going to go over. Even after, so our techs, when they get them on and install it, they're going to ask them and show them everything that they could use that's going to help them bring in more business, help them do their table seating charts. But these point of sales do so much. We'll have another training over that, but just to let the merchant know. So when our tech calls to install you, there's all these programs now where you can track and manage your inventory, your customers, employees. You can tether with QuickBooks. It has a time clock and payroll management. Online orders are built into it. You can have a kitchen printer connected to it, kitchen displays connected to it. all your menu and inventory installed in it, seating charts, pre-order reservations, gift cards and loyalty reward cards, and customer marketing and special email blasts so that they can blast all the phone numbers and emails that they have in their device and say, hey, come back in. We've got an additional amount off this day and time. You can do so much with these point of sales, it's ridiculous. But this page right here is just showing them a picture of the device and showing them everything it's going to do. And if they don't have a point of sale and we're just getting them a basic terminal, you don't have to go over all this with them. But you can if you think a point of sale is going to benefit them. But your sales manager probably already went over this with you and you determined what you were going to get them before you even got to this page. But the huge point of this presentation page is going over, hey, Mr. Merchant, your new terminal, want to make sure you know it does the cash discount program. It takes chip cards, it takes phone payments right from a cell phone, it takes PIN debit, and it's PCI compliant, so you don't have to pay compliance fees anymore. And then moving on from this page, this is where the sale's done, and this is where we get the paperwork going. Clear Payments, your Clear Payments, your payments partner, Bob. Mr. Merchant, I just want to make sure you know this, and this is what separates us again from every other company. We guarantee every business we work with that we will meet or beat any competitor's rate at any time or cancel your processing agreement with us anytime without penalty. Same follows if you sell or you close your business. We also take care of closing out and buying out all previous companies you've used. We do this with the required legal forms and letters to do so. We also provide all shipping labels for all equipment being returned to track and confirm all equipment was delivered. Last but not least, enjoy our 24/7 live customer service and support. And you can even call me, sir. Always let them know that we have 24/7 live customer support, but you always let them know you're available and you give them your cell phone. It's already on most of your cards, but let them know. Say, hey, you can call me anytime. These people are going to make you money and give you referrals. Let them know anytime they want to call you, they can, and then make sure you answer. That's one of the biggest tickets to keeping your business and making the money that you're earning out there is always answer your phone and always take care of the people that pay you. And then moving on from this page, going down here, most of the appointments that you're walking into, most of the businesses you're cold calling, so many people think that they know what's going on, but they don't. So this is the last shot that you have. If on the merchant survey, they didn't say any other companies were charging them, you just want to say, hey, want to let you know, just, are you sure you don't see anything like this popping out on your bank statement from any companies you use that you canceled, that you're not sure got closed out? Because while we're here, that's what we do. We clean everything up. We're happy to save you all this money right now, but do you want to just take a quick peek and make sure you're not getting charged any of these things now? Or if you go over it later, once you're already processing with us and you've got the time, shoot me over a bank statement and I'll go over it and we'll redo whatever your program is to get those paid off. But this right here, this is the presentation, Clear Payment Services Guide presentation. Powerful information, and this is how you walk your merchant into doing the paperwork. Any questions, anything you guys need, reach out to your sales manager, reach out to me. This is a tool to help you guys make money. I hope you enjoy it. Go get those sales.